Hello, in this video I'm going to unbox this Travel Battle by Perry Miniatures. Okay, let's go. Came out I think back in 2016. It's an interesting idea. They've wanted to do a full game that you can transport around. Well, sorry, full miniatures game rather, of the Napoleonic era. So you get 2 plastic boards in, and you get 2 modular terrain and 2 complete forces and dice and rules. And also the box it comes in is, as you can see, enough to carry the army. Well, the whole stuff really. Interesting idea, because not everyone has enough room to do a full 6 foot by 4 foot table. So having this means you can take it if you go on the train with some friends to some sort of gaming convention, or if you are doing a reenactment, you can take it there and have it on your lunch break. Anyway, let's open up and see what's inside. So you get some nice foam in it. There's a lot of space in here. And these are the 2 tiles, so they're not very big, but they're big enough. So you get sort of rough terrain, a ploughed field, little hills, roads. And I think these are the bottoms of the woodland. It's, I think, is it 8mm? So you get, bring it close. I mean, the detail is fine for the scale. It's quite hard to see because it's red. I'll see if I can find the blue one, that might be a bit better. So I'm not sure if that's seeing the detail there, it's focusing. Do apologise, but yeah, the detail here is really well done for the scale. Again, the poses are quite rigid, but for the scale, and also Napoleonics, you tend to have 3 poses: marching, aiming with the knee down, or leg forward. There's not many poses you can do with infantry for this scale and this time period. So there's little bases, yeah, so tops of the woods there, and nice little bases they all go on. These are 3 commanders. And you get little buildings as well. Yeah, they're fantastic. A lot of detail there. You've got windows, doors, individual slates on the roof, little chimneys. And here's the, if I can get it out, it's going to be difficult. Sorry about this. Nice chunky dice as well. You could easily fit another set, I imagine, in this box. The foam is substantial. That's really thick foam. I'm squeezing that. That's good foam. Let's have a look. So yeah, it's also done with a inch grid system on it as well. So you've got different times, different iterations you can do. I think they've done it so there's roads all lead up, no matter how you do it. Yep, road. Yeah, that's fantastic. They've thought that ahead. So that's the board. Yeah, so it's an inch grid system, and there's, I think it's 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So it's 20 inches by 10 inches. That's to take up no room. You can play it like a coffee table, I imagine, as well. If the rules aren't too good for this, because I've been told that that's where online, that's where people say that it fails somewhat, is on the rules. If the rules aren't that great, I'd just use like black powder rules or something, because the scale's fine, or just come up with some house rules, make alterations here and there. Let's have a look at the rulebook then. So it's, yeah, it tells you what you get. You get enough to make 3 brigades for each of the forces, 2 forces, and it tells you can comprise them differently. I think obviously each one has to have a command. I think in this game you have to have your brigadier, so rather, in base contact with your brigade to be able to activate them. Makes sense. Nice simple rule system. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. So it's a very small system of rules. And it tells you about how you paint terrain, and I think that's the original one they did, because they, from what I know, they did make their own original, and they used to bring it with them on their reenactments. Yeah, in the early 90s there. Yeah, long journeys with group of the board, tabletop gamers with nothing to play. Okay, so I'm going to put some of these together now. I've got my old snippers, and we'll see what they look like. I've just put together some of the heavy cavalry, one of the cannons, some infantry, and a brigadier. Also, one little buildings and the tops of the tree down here. You can see. So I'll give you an idea of what scale it is. I mean, you can see it by my hand, and also I can put one on the die next to it, and that gives you an idea of how small they are. I think it's 8mm, so I think that's quite an unusual one for Napoleonics, because it's usually 28mm or I think 6mm. So this one, interesting scale they've gone for, but it's not a bad little set if you can find it. I don't know if it's still in production, because it was made so long ago, and I don't know if it was a success or not. You can either build a module, so you can put, I'm not glued together, but you can move them around if you want, and you get these repeaters, so you get 6 little buildings. So I think it's just 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings, yeah. You can put around, and you can buy those sprues separately. I know that much. They still sell the sprues separately on the actual Perry Twins website. So if you want to do a bigger game, you can do. You can buy the boards separately as well. The rules might be a bit lacking, but you can't really paint. You can't really play until you paint them up because of how close they are. Proximity. I mean, look, that's so close. So I'm gonna have to paint these up at some point, and then get some games in and see how it plays. I am tempted, like I say, to get several more boards and some more of the sprues as well, and do maybe 6 boards by 2 boards, because it's generic enough that it's not you refighting this particular battle in the Napoleonic era, and also the forces themselves are so generic of just that time period of line infantry, cannons, heavy cavalry, brigadier, and I think you do get an elite infantry. I think they're the one with the little flag, that little flagpole just there. Let's bring up full focus. It's struggling. Sorry. There we are. And now you can see the actual detail on the molds, so the miniatures rather. So yeah, the detail's fantastic for the scale. So I think they're meant to be like your elite infantry. There's no like what you call them now, is it the horse cannons, but I'm guessing you could sort of kit bash of what you've got here. You could probably do one of them. No skirmishers either, it's all line infantry, or no rifles, should I say, rifle brigade, but you could probably do something. Just gonna focus on the cannon there. There we are. It's a big cannon, but it's enough to do a bit of damage to you. And here we are, these are the heavy cavalry, so you get 2 stands of the red, 2 stands of the, so the same force are duplicated, so everyone gets the same forces. So anyway, that's been a quick unboxing of the TravelBattle by Perry Miniatures. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment below. As always, I'll catch you later.